Life is a journey. We meet people along the way, friends, mentors, lovers, and sometimes we lose them. It's in those moments when someone walks out of your life that the pain can feel unbearable. But I'm here to tell you there's a reason for that loss. There's a reason why God sometimes removes people from your life, and understanding that reason is the key to moving forward. Life is a journey marked by seasons, each one bringing its own set of people, experiences, and lessons. We often think relationships are meant to last forever, but that's not always the case. In reality, just as seasons change, so too do the people in our lives. Some are meant to be with us for a lifetime, while others are only meant to accompany us for a season. Think about the seasons of nature. Winter gives way to spring, and summer eventually fades into fall. Each season serves a purpose: spring for growth, summer for flourishing, fall for harvesting, and winter for rest. In much the same way, the people who come into your life often serve a specific purpose for the season you're in. They may bring joy, love, wisdom, or challenge, helping you grow or teaching you something about yourself or the world. But just like the seasons, their presence is not always permanent. When we face the reality that someone we care about is no longer a part of our lives, it's easy to feel hurt or even abandoned. We often wonder why things couldn't have stayed the way they were. We cling to the idea that relationships are supposed to last forever, and when they don't, we feel like we failed or that we've lost something valuable. But just as winter doesn't mourn the end of summer, we must learn to understand that not everyone is meant to stay forever. Their role in our lives may have been short, but that doesn't mean it wasn't meaningful. People come into your life for different reasons. Some arrive to help you through a difficult time, offering support and guidance when you need it most. Others enter your world to challenge you, pushing you out of your comfort zone and helping you grow in ways you never expected. And then there are those who bring joy and laughter, lightening your load and reminding you to find happiness in the present moment. But here's the thing, not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay for the entire journey. Some relationships are meant to be temporary because their purpose is temporary. They serve a need or teach a lesson, and when that purpose has been fulfilled, the relationship naturally fades. It's not a failure, it's part of the process of life. Holding on to someone after their season has passed can actually hinder your growth and keep you from moving forward into the next phase of your life. When you look back on your relationships, you may notice that the people who left your life were often those who no longer aligned with your journey. Maybe they had different goals, different values, or were walking a different path. While you may have shared a meaningful connection at one time, life has a way of moving us in different directions, and that's okay. It doesn't diminish the value of what you shared, but it acknowledges that their role in your story has come to an end. We need to learn how to embrace the idea that not every relationship is meant to be permanent. People come and go as part of the natural rhythm of life. When we accept this truth, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, new connections, and new growth. In life, growth is inevitable, but often it requires clearing space. Just as a gardener prunes a tree to make room for new branches to flourish, life sometimes removes people from our world to create space for our own personal and spiritual development. Though it can feel painful, confusing, or unfair when someone leaves, it's often part of a bigger picture. The removal of certain individuals from your life is sometimes necessary to make way for your growth and the new opportunities that await you. Imagine your life as a garden. If you never prune the plants, they become overgrown, tangled, and stunted. The same applies to your relationships. There are times when people who once played a pivotal role in your life start to hold you back. They may not do this intentionally, but their presence may stifle your ability to grow, evolve, or pursue new dreams. They may represent a version of you that no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Life is all about evolving, and growth often requires shedding the old to make room for the new. It's hard to welcome new experiences, people, or opportunities into your life when you're holding on too tightly to what no longer serves you. Sometimes we cling to relationships out of comfort, familiarity, or fear of being alone, but by doing so, we prevent ourselves from stepping into the fullness of who we are meant to be. When God or the universe removes someone from your life, it's often to create space for something new to enter: a new relationship, a new career, a new mindset, or even a new version of yourself. Clearing space for growth also allows you to focus on your personal journey. When your energy is tied up in maintaining relationships that no longer serve you, it can become difficult to focus on your own needs, goals, and aspirations. You may find yourself sacrificing your growth in an effort to keep others happy or to maintain the status quo, but when certain people are removed from your life, it frees up that emotional and mental energy, giving you the space to focus on your own path. Moreover, when people are removed from your life, it often signals that you're entering a new chapter 1 that requires a different version of you. It's important to recognize that not everyone is meant to grow alongside you. Some people may have been perfectly suited for who you were, but as you evolve, you need people who align with where you're going. God often clears out relationships that are holding you back, not because they were bad, but because they've outlived their purpose in your journey. It's important to understand that the people who leave are not always a reflection of something going wrong. In fact, their departure may be an indication that something is about to go right. When someone leaves, it's an opportunity to evaluate where you are in life and where you want to go. It's an invitation to look within and identify the areas where you need to grow, expand, or change. While clearing space can feel unsettling, it's an essential part of making room for growth. Letting go of relationships, habits, or environments that no longer align with your future opens the door for the new possibilities that are waiting for you. Life is full of unknowns, and while we may think we have control over what's happening around us, there are forces at work that we cannot always perceive. One of the most profound reasons God removes people from your life is to protect you from things you cannot see. Whether it's a future betrayal, a negative influence, or a situation that could have caused you harm, God often steps in and removes individuals to shield you from dangers that are invisible in the present moment. We all have limited vision when it comes to the grand design of our lives. We see only what's in front of us, our present circumstances, emotions, and relationships. But God sees the entire picture from beginning to end. He knows what lies ahead, and He understands how every person in your life influences your journey, for better or worse. When someone is removed from your life unexpectedly, it can feel confusing or even devastating, but often that removal is a form of divine protection. Think about the people in your life who seem good at first, but over time revealed themselves to be toxic or unhealthy for your growth. Now imagine if they had stayed longer than they should have. The damage could have been far worse. In those cases, God might remove someone to protect you from emotional, physical, or even spiritual harm. Sometimes people come into our lives wearing masks, and while we may not immediately see their true intentions, God does. He steps in to prevent potential harm, even when we're unaware of the dangers that exist. We often get attached to people and relationships, investing time, emotions, and energy into building connections. But not all connections are meant to last, and not all relationships are meant for our ultimate good. Sometimes God allows people to leave because their presence would disrupt the peace, joy, or purpose He has planned for us. What may seem like a loss in the moment is actually a protective measure, sparing you from deeper pain or distraction in the long run. When someone exits your life, it's important to trust that there's a reason beyond what you can immediately understand. Perhaps that person would have steered you off course, leading you down a path that wasn't aligned with your highest good. Maybe they carried negative energy that would have hindered your growth or clouded your judgment. God removes people to create a barrier between you and the unseen dangers lurking ahead. Sometimes the people closest to us can become sources of distraction, keeping us from pursuing our true purpose. They may unintentionally hold us back, not because they're malicious, but because their vision for life doesn't align with the path God has set for us. By removing them, God clears your way, ensuring that nothing blocks you from reaching your full potential. It's a form of protection from the stagnation or mediocrity that could have crept into your life if that relationship had continued. Moreover, the removal of certain individuals is often a way of protecting you from relationships that could have drained your energy or diverted your attention from what truly matters. Toxic relationships, while sometimes hard to recognize in the moment, can chip away at your self-worth, confidence, and peace of mind. In these instances, God's intervention isn't just about removing a person, it's about saving you from the emotional and spiritual toll that would have come from staying attached to that relationship. While it's hard to understand in the moment, we must learn to trust that every departure has a purpose, even if that purpose is hidden from view. Loss is an inevitable part of life, and with it often comes pain. When someone exits your life, it can feel like a part of you is being taken away. The ache that accompanies their departure is real and profound, yet within that pain lies the potential for healing and growth. The truth is, the pain of removal is not merely an ending, it's often the first step toward a new beginning. When you lose someone, a friend, a partner, or even a family member, it's easy to get consumed by the grief and sadness that follow. The empty space left behind can feel overwhelming, and the questions flood in: why did they leave? What could I have done differently? Did I do something wrong? It's natural to dwell on these thoughts, but it's important to recognize that pain, while uncomfortable, can serve a greater purpose. Pain has a way of revealing the areas in our lives that need attention. It forces us to confront our feelings, our fears, and our vulnerabilities. When someone is removed from your life, it acts as a catalyst, prompting you to reflect on what that relationship meant to you and why it was significant. In that moment of introspection, you might uncover deeper issues such as unresolved conflicts, emotional dependencies, or patterns that need to change. The act of removal provides an opportunity for healing that might not have been possible otherwise. You may discover that you were holding on to certain relationships out of fear of being alone, fear of change, or fear of vulnerability. This is where the pain becomes transformative. It compels you to reassess what you truly want and need in your life. It encourages you to prioritize your well-being and to seek relationships that uplift you rather than drain you. Moreover, the pain of loss serves as a reminder of your capacity for love and connection. It highlights the value of the relationships you do cherish and may even lead you to appreciate the people who remain in your life more deeply. As you navigate through the healing process, you might find yourself gravitating toward those who truly understand and support you, forming bonds that are more authentic and fulfilling. The removal of certain individuals opens the door for healthier connections to blossom, relationships that align with your growth and aspirations. In addition, pain often ignites a journey of self-discovery. When someone leaves, you're often left with time and space to focus on yourself. You can explore new interests, rediscover passions you might have set aside, or embark on a journey of personal development. This period of solitude can become a fertile ground for cultivating self-love and self-acceptance. It allows you to reconnect with your true self, helping you identify what you want out of life and how you wish to move forward. Healing takes time, and it's crucial to honor your feelings during this process. Allow yourself to grieve, but also recognize that this grief can be a powerful teacher. It may push you to seek therapy, connect with supportive friends, or delve into practices like journaling or meditation to help process your emotions. As you gradually move through the pain, you'll likely find that it begins to shift, the intensity may lessen, and you may discover a sense of clarity that wasn't there before. You'll start to recognize the lessons learned from the relationship and the importance of embracing change as a natural part of life. The pain of removal will become a stepping stone, leading you toward a more fulfilling existence filled with new possibilities. In the intricate tapestry of life, each thread represents a relationship, an experience, or a lesson that shapes who we are. However, not every thread is meant to be woven into our destiny. When God removes certain individuals from your life, it often serves a greater purpose, one that aligns you with your higher calling. This process may feel painful or confusing, but it is essential to recognize that these changes are divine interventions designed to guide you toward your path. The journey toward discovering your higher purpose is unique for each individual, filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. As you move through life, you inevitably encounter people who play significant roles during specific chapters. Some of these relationships may inspire, uplift, or challenge you in ways that foster personal growth. However, there comes a time when certain individuals no longer fit into the vision that God has for your life. This doesn't diminish the value they once brought, rather, it signifies that your journey is evolving. When someone is removed from your life, it is often a sign that God is clearing the way for you to step into a new phase one that requires you to embrace a more authentic version of yourself. These removals serve as a powerful reminder that not everyone is destined to walk with you on your journey. Some relationships may have provided comfort, but they might also have held you back from pursuing your true calling. This is where the divine wisdom lies. God knows the path you are meant to take, and he understands that certain people can inadvertently lead you astray from that path. It's essential to recognize that God often removes those who do not align with your higher purpose to create space for new relationships that will. When you let go of the past, you open yourself up to connections that resonate with your evolving self. This may mean welcoming individuals who share your values, inspire you to reach for your dreams, and encourage you to pursue your passions. These are the people who will challenge you in healthy ways, support you in your endeavors, and help you grow into the person you are meant to be. The process of aligning with your higher purpose also requires introspection. When relationships are removed, it presents an opportunity to reflect on your goals, aspirations, and the kind of life you wish to create. In the absence of certain influences, you can reevaluate what truly matters to you and where your passions lie. This clarity is essential for moving forward on your journey. Moreover, aligning with your higher purpose often involves stepping outside your comfort zone. As you shed old relationships, you may find yourself faced with new opportunities that challenge your perceptions and beliefs. Embracing this discomfort is a crucial part of growth. The removal of individuals who no longer fit your narrative can create a sense of freedom, empowering you to pursue paths that may have previously seemed daunting. This newfound courage to explore can lead to experiences and relationships that resonate more deeply with your soul. Additionally, aligning with your higher purpose means embracing the idea that your life has a divine plan. Each removal, each change, and each new connection is part of a greater story being written. Trusting in this process can be difficult, especially when the reasons for the changes are not immediately clear. However, understanding that God is orchestrating your life for your ultimate good can help you navigate through the uncertainty with faith and resilience. Ultimately, when you find yourself in a season of transition marked by the removal of certain people, remember that it's a pivotal moment in your life. It's an opportunity to align with your higher purpose, to shed what no longer serves you, and to embrace a future filled with potential and possibility. In this space of realignment, you can step boldly into the life you are meant to lead. Life is a tapestry woven with intricate threads of experiences, relationships, and lessons, each contributing to a grand design. As we navigate this journey, we often encounter unexpected twists and turns, especially when certain individuals are removed from our lives. In these moments of transition and uncertainty, trusting the divine plan becomes crucial. While it may be challenging to see the bigger picture, embracing this trust can lead to profound growth and understanding. The notion of a divine plan suggests that there is a higher purpose guiding our lives, even when we cannot see it. It implies that everything happens for a reason, even the painful moments that come from losing people we care about. When someone exits your life, it's easy to feel abandoned or lost, questioning the circumstances and the decisions that led to their departure. However, it's essential to recognize that these moments often serve as catalysts for transformation, aligning you with the path you are meant to walk. Trusting in the divine plan requires faith, a belief that there is a reason behind every challenge and change. This faith isn't merely about accepting what happens, it's about cultivating a deep-seated understanding that everything is unfolding as it should. Life's difficulties can feel overwhelming, but each obstacle presents an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. When we choose to trust the process, we open ourselves to the possibility that our pain is a stepping stone towards something greater. As you navigate the loss of relationships, consider the lessons that arise from these experiences. Each person who comes into your life brings unique insights, gifts, and challenges. When someone departs, it can create space for reflection and introspection, allowing you to evaluate what you truly want and need. This process encourages personal growth, prompting you to develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your desires. Trusting the divine plan means recognizing that these lessons are essential to your journey and contribute to the unfolding of your purpose. Moreover, trusting in the divine plan involves relinquishing the illusion of control. We often cling to relationships fearing the unknown that comes with their absence. However, when we release that grip and allow life to flow naturally, we create space for new opportunities to enter. God often clears out what is not meant for us to make way for what truly belongs in our lives. This process can be uncomfortable, but it is essential for aligning with our true path. The journey of trusting the divine plan also emphasizes the importance of patience. In a world that often demands immediate results, waiting for clarity can be challenging. However, patience allows us to cultivate resilience and faith in the process. When we find ourselves in moments of uncertainty, we must remember that everything unfolds in its own time. Sometimes the reasons behind life's changes are revealed only after we have taken a few steps forward, gaining perspective on how our experiences have shaped us. Additionally, trusting the divine plan encourages us to seek support and guidance from our faith, spirituality, or community. Connecting with others who share similar beliefs can provide comfort and reassurance during difficult times. Engaging in practices like prayer, meditation, or journaling can also foster a deeper connection to the divine and help us process our emotions. In these moments of connection, we can find solace in knowing that we are not alone in our struggles. Ultimately, trusting the divine plan is about surrendering to the journey, embracing the unknown, and believing that there is a greater purpose at work. While the pain of losing someone can be intense, it often paves the way for healing, growth, and new beginnings. When you choose to trust in the unfolding of your life story, you empower yourself to navigate challenges with grace and resilience, emerging stronger and more aligned with your true self. In the end, this trust allows you to embrace the beauty of life, understanding that every experience is part of a larger design crafted by a higher power. I want to remind you that the journey of life is a beautiful, intricate dance of connections, lessons, and growth. As we navigate the complexities of relationships, it's essential to recognize that not everyone is meant to stay forever. When God removes individuals from your life, it is often a protective measure, a way of guiding you toward your higher purpose and aligning you with the divine plan crafted just for you. The pain of loss can be overwhelming, but within that pain lies the potential for healing and transformation. Embrace the lessons that come with each departure, for they often serve to clear the way for new opportunities, new connections, and ultimately a deeper understanding of yourself. Trust that every relationship, whether fleeting or enduring, has contributed to your growth, and have faith that what is meant for you will always find its way. Thank you for being here today and for being open to exploring these important truths about life and relationships. May you find comfort and strength in knowing that every ending is simply a new beginning, and trust that you are always moving closer to the person you are meant to be.